This is the Reviewing Network Live, a weekly stream of consciousness recording session where I sit back with you folks out there, talk about some of the big news stories from the past week, and some other things I found that might be of amusement to you out there. I think you might get a kick out of it. Now, these are more like audio podcasts and are much longer than my usual videos and are also, for the most part, unedited and will contain some foul language. So, if you're easily offended by that, I advise you to maybe step back a bit, maybe go somewhere else. But hey, if you're up to the challenge, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thanks. And for the 75th time ever, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Reviewing Network Live. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to all of you, or as I like to consider it, just another Sunday. Because, yeah, I'm not looking forward to this game. And I think most people really aren't looking forward to this game, but it's kind of an obligation. We got to watch it. And this will be a live rewatch of mostly the commercials and some big plays during the game, just like we did last year. So, game is coming up within an hour before I'm recording this, so it's about 5:30 right now. So, we got a little bit of time here to kill, but yeah, so this is going to be that kind of a show. That's what the show's focus is going to be on, focusing on the commercials, which I've yet to see. I've yet to see the commercials for most of the newer commercials that are coming out. I've seen most of the previews from trailers that dropped earlier in the week, so we'll see what they are when they show up on the big game itself. But all in good time. But before we get to that, of course, we've got to take a look at the weekend box office, which, yeah, for Super Bowl weekend, it's about what you'd expect it to be. Nothing really that exciting. Even the new release that came out didn't do much of an impact in terms of making money. But there were some notable drop-offs here that I want to delve into here. But we'll start with the number 5 movie this week, which was number 2 last week, and that is Companion, which dropped a massive 68% from last week. 67.5% from last week drop-offs. $3 million this weekend. $15.4 million. Was not a big budgeted movie by any means. I think it was about $10 million if I remember reading it correctly. So it's profit from this point going forward. Yeah, $10 million. So they've already made back their money and then some. Worldwide, it's up to $24.5 million. So yeah, they're good to go on that front there. There was probably some concerns that there was some hope that the word of mouth was going to be a lot better on it, but yeah, it seems like it's going down the same trajectory as most horror films do in their second weekend, where they're very front loaded early on, and then they drop up big time after at least the following weekend. But yeah, that's what's happening with that movie. Moving on to number 4, we have the Mufasa the Lion King still hanging in there and making Sonic fans cry like little bitches this weekend. I don't know if they're really doing that, but this is a notable weekend for this movie because it brought in close to another $4 million, dropping only 37% from last week, $3.9 million, bringing its 8-week gross to $235.2 million, now officially surpassing Sonic the Hedgehog domestically in the box office, because Sonic is now at $233 million, and now Mufasa is at $235 million. Still nothing to shake off of for both movies. They did very well during the holiday season. Worldwide, Mufasa the Lion King is closing in on $700 million worldwide. So as I said before, it's not the big hit that the original live action remake was, but it's doing good business. It's sticking around, having legs, despite the fact that it opened pretty poorly before Christmas, but it's still hanging in there, and it's had the benefit of a lack of family film competition. Even though the number 1 movie took more of a steeper drop off than I think a lot of us were expecting, but we'll get to that in just a second here. But let's get to the new releases. Number 3 this week was Love Hurts, and boy, did it hurt for me to see this movie and be extremely disappointed by it, because yeah, this was a movie that I was really looking forward to. I really was hoping to see Ki Hu Kwan and Ariana DeBose star in a good movie for once, finally, and then the movie came and it's just a clustered mess of a film. And it's not really because of the actors' fault. They're doing the best they can here. It's just everything else about the film just didn't work. The action was pretty bad. The writing was pretty bad. The comedy was pretty bad. The editing is horrible. When you have all those pieces together, that's going to outweigh the few good things about the movie. But brought in $5.8 million. The budget on this was only $18 million. So that good news is it wasn't a big, huge financial failure, and this is probably a film that will find a cold audience, hopefully with a much better cut of the film coming out after the film comes out, but on Blu-ray. But I don't know, like it's not that bad of a. I guess it's not the worst opening a film like this could have, but it's probably not gonna make its budget back as a whole. Like it's probably not gonna make its budget back as if in terms of the current theatrical run. I feel like it's a film that's going to make less money as it goes on through time. This is probably its best weekend it had to make some money in general, but no, that's not the case. But as I said before, the actors are the least of this film's problem. The movie works when it works because of them. I just want somebody to give Ariana DeBose a break and actually get her a better script to work with here. She's got to fire the agents she's working with or the people that are picking her scripts because, good Lord, I have never seen a career tumble after winning an Academy Award like DeBose's has. She's basically turning into the new Louis Gossett Jr., a great actor, but every movie that they make ever since they won the Oscar has either not been a hit, has either been a huge misfire critically or just a bad film in general, or it's just been a complete disaster of a film. And yeah, she's definitely had her fair share of some disasters since winning that Oscar for West Side Story. And it's a shame because this is a really good actress, and I want her to be in good movies, man. Please, just fire your agent and get a better one. Get somebody else to pick your scripts besides the people that you currently have, because you are picking some really bad scripts right now. And I'm not going to throw Ki Kwan into that category just yet. I think that, I think that this is a film that, it's not that it's a bad film for him, it's just the script was terrible. It was a poorly written script, and it didn't really give him a lot to do, especially with the way that it was edited, too. Like, this is a film that's under an hour and a half long, and when I knew that, I should have known right away that there were some warning signs going in there, because yeah, I had no idea that the editing on this was going to be so terrible. I don't think Ki Kwan should have to worry about losing his leading star power here just yet. I mean, you just got to get him a better movie to work with here, man. Just like, Short Round deserves a break, man. Come on, like he deserved that comeback years ago. Now it's time to give him a chance to give him some good stuff again. So moving on now to number 2, another Valentine's themed movie. This time a horror film, Hard Eyes, which looked absolutely terrible from the trailers, but apparently it was more than enough to sucker people in, because it did it didn't do as good. It didn't do gangbuster business, but it did better than Love Hurts did. $8.5 million, and the budget on this was only $18 million. So yeah, it's certainly not a big budgeted film, just like with Love Hurts, but this one probably will get closer to its budget in general, in terms of making its money back in the long form. Even if it drops off big time next week, it'll probably make its money back, whether it's in theaters or whether it's when Shout Factory gives it a renaissance with a nice pristine 4K release down the road. Because this is the type of film that Shout Factory is killing to get a copy of whenever it comes out on physical media. But yeah, overall, not an impressive week for movies in terms of new releases. In case in point, with the number 1 movie this week, number 1 from last week, and that is Dogman sticking around, having a much more significant drop-off than I think people were expecting, dropping 62% from last week, bringing its 2-week total to $54.1 million, bringing in $13.7 million this weekend, for a grand total so far of $66 million worldwide. The good news is the movie only cost $40 million to make, so they've already made their money back, and so it's instant profit for this film going forward. But this was its last week, and it really had to make a lot of money, though, because Paddington, Peru is coming up next week, and a lot of that business is going to be taken also from Captain America: Brave New World. Those are the 2 big new releases next week. It'll be curious to see how both of those pan out in terms of how they do. And then after that, these films have got a little bit of time before we get to the next big blockbuster. I don't think the next big blockbuster film comes out until early March, I think. March. What's coming out on March 7th? Nothing. I don't think there's I'm trying to find out what's the next big blockbuster film to come out that can make money overall. Let me see. I know this is just dead air for you folks out there, but I'm just kind of seeing here. March 14th. No, it's got a little bit of time. Like, there's some movies that could possibly sneak in there and make some money, but the next movie that I think is going to make a big blockbuster push here after Captain America comes out is going to be Snow White, and who knows how good that's going to turn out to be in terms of its box office. But yeah, there you go. So the box office overall, not that strong, but this is kind of what you have to expect for this time of the year. So, well, with that said, I guess there's nothing else to do except just wait for the big game to start. And I've still got about a little less than an hour to go. So until then, I'll see you guys at when the game begins. Stitch! I love this. That's probably the most exciting thing I'm going to see tonight in this game was that commercial for Lilo and Stitch, man. That, even though, yeah, it was pretty obvious that was not live because obviously that's the voices of Joe Buck and Troy Aikman in that commercial, but Lilo and Stitch, man. I mean, that movie could be terrible, but Stitch looks amazing. Stitch is my favorite Disney character, so yeah, I'm excited for that. But as you can hear from the sounds of Tom Cruise opening the intro here, we're getting ready to kick this game off. Kansas City won the toss, has elected to defer, so Philadelphia is going to get it to start. So as soon as kickoff happens, we will be back with an update. All right, here we go. Cue the lackluster new graphics. By God, those absolutely look horrible. I mean, what a regression from the last set that they have. But Philadelphia gets to start it off, touchback, and we are off and running, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl 59 has officially begun. Well, the Eagles are getting risky early on here. It looks like they're going for it on 4th down. It's a 4th and 2, but it's a long way for them to do the tush push, but we'll see. Does not look like they're going that way. Yeah, this is a big, risky call right here for them. About 11:45 to go. And catch made. A.J. Brown with the first down, but there is a flag down. We got a flag. Coming back. Yep. A.J. Brown called on pass interference, so it's now 4th. So it's they're going to punt it away. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the pass interference on that? Yeah, like he's not even touching his thing on the helmet. Like, that's ridiculous. So because of that, now they got to punt it away. Like, that's a bad call. And hey, what did you expect? Really, what did you expect? Stuck back there. Back at the 10. And they got a bunch of Eagles down there, so 11:21 to go. End of the first drive for the Eagles. Here comes Pat Mahomes, but here comes some commercials first. Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, it's a thing for Dunkin' Donuts. Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck. Oh, Belichick's back there with his girlfriend. What the hell? That's the best image I've seen so far. That's Jeremy Strong inside the coffee thing. Like, that's hilarious.
Sounds like what's in my garbage disposal. See, coach, how much to win out if I were to get my name spelled wrong on the cup? Nobody wants a go milk double half capsule milk cap. You could just brew it. It's beans and water. Oh, damn. Listen, that is for all of us. America wants on time.
Jay and Silent Bob were there for like 2 seconds. I don't know what they were doing there. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Toothless still looks pretty good, but at the same time, it looks like the same film as the first film, as the original film, except it's in live action. Yeah, we get a trailer on Wednesday, but yeah, it still does not look that promising. I mean, yeah, Toothless looks pretty good, but still. Kid beating cancer in this one. I mean, that's what you should feel like if you're beating cancer. Like, you just feel like the champ. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I mean, how do you say no to a commercial about cancer? About surviving cancer, I should say. Okay, looks like we're heading back to the game, so I'll be back. Kansas City on a 3-and-out. Punted, well, not really a 3-and-out, but they didn't get the first down, so it's now 9:40 to go. Philadelphia gets the ball back. And let's get back to some commercials. Thunderbolts.
Who will keep the American people safe? Us?
Well, I guess someplace to be.
None of us comply. We all just punch and shoot.
I guess a new Thunderbolts trailer is dropping. I'll probably see it at halftime, but yeah, this looks pretty good. Yep, new trailer online now.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style.
And all the things Americans love too. Come on, Bloom, I need some buffalo wings. Yeah.
There are a ton of football matches.
Don't know what this commercial is for. Don't know what the. Well, it's for a cruise line, but I know Drew Barrymore. I can't remember who. I don't know who the other guy is.
What he said.
That is a big ad.
It's American. Of course,
Is that Orlando Bloom?
Bloom? It's so cute. My dad's getting crazy across again.
That's good. That's a good commercial. Play around with Eugene Levy's eyebrows. And back to the game. Hey, they got to make up calls, so everybody wins, I guess. And now they're just inside the 30-yard line, close to the red zone. We'll stick with here for a little bit. 7:20 to go in the first. Jalen Hurts in the backfield with Barkley. They'll give it to Barkley, and he trips. Actually lost a yard there. I swear these graphics have to be like the prototype for next year, and they just did this at the last minute. Because, my God, these graphics look absolutely unfinished. Anyway, 2nd and 11. Barkley in the backfield again. Hurts to throw, going for the deep ball. Got a man down there. The catch made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson. Let's see the touchdown graphic. Alright, it's a little better. The touchdown graphic makes it up for a little bit. I'll give you that, Fox. Oh, his knee might be down. So they're going to be short, I think. Alright, so hold off on that. But yeah, it's closer to 1. Yep, we're going to commercial. Is this for Epic Universe? Then again, no. This is T-Mobile. I know that announcer's voice. Yeah, T-Mobile. Why does that look so terrible, that satellite? The rest of the commercial looked pretty good, but that satellite looks abysmal. We got a new Holmes commercial here with Dan Libby. And also you got Heidi Gardner. I don't like these commercials. I like these actors, but it's just one of those things where it's just like, they're not really given anything that funny to do. Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Mr. Freeman, I'm sorry, but we can't say it. Say what? Homes.com is the best.
Homes.com.
It's the best. I never. But
Chris Hemsworth for Ray-Ban glasses. Is that dude on fire? Why are they light? Why is he lit on fire for? What the hell? And they just took his head off. I have no idea what was going on that one, but that was good. And now I guess we got a commercial for the Daytona 500. So, be back in a moment to see if they get the touchdown or the IndyCar series. But we're back right here, and it looks like they took the touchdown off the board. So, and no question about it, knee was down at the 1.5 yard line, which probably means we're getting a tush push here at some point. And yep, here we go. That's my cat jumping off the bed there, in case you were wondering. And now you got it. Touchdown. Again, these graphics that graphic does make up for the rest of the graphics being as terrible as they look. Because, the rest of the graphics look terrible, but when they show the touchdown thing, it's just like, yeah, okay, that works. That works very well. And Kansas City's not going to pull that BS that Washington tried to pull. Yeah, they got to find a way to ban that next year, man, because that's getting ridiculous. But so there you go. Philadelphia has taken an early lead in this one. But then again, it's still early, and whenever Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl, it's always been them having to come from behind. So I'm not saying anything just yet. Up and good with the field goal and extra point, and 7-0 with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. And with the promo for the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. Alright, Chiefs off to a slow start, but then again, like I said, this is what the Chiefs do in the Super Bowl. They start very slow, and then eventually they will find their way back later on in the game. So we got a Doritos commercial here coming up. I love the cartoon. I love cartoon logic. And then all of a sudden, it's just, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, all of a sudden, the chip bag became so powerful that it destroyed a spaceship. And then the alien guy was just like, Doritos! Like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened there. Nor do I know what the hell is going on with Adam Devine in the Circle commercial.
We got Circle! America, Circle just delivered Adam's orders. One could be yours. Seriously, check your front door.
We have Michelob Ultra now.
Would you consider playing this?
Oh, Catherine O'Hara and Willem Dafoe.
Kind of at a high level. You guys sure you want this? Please, sure. That was fun.
Yeah. It was looking funny at first, and then, I don't know. Oh, Randy Moss. Good to see him back on NFL Countdown earlier today. I don't know. This one's kind of a mixed bag, mixed opinion on this one. Started off promising, but then just kind of petered off at the end there. And once again, a promotion for the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. And we're back to the game. All right, so the Eagles got a benefit on that 3rd and 4. They got a offside penalty by the Chiefs defense, but there should have also been about unnecessary roughness on Carl Loftus. But we're heading to the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia 7-0. As we've got a Disney Plus intro here. Oh, commercial here. Intro. Disney Plus commercial.
There is a galaxy far, far away, and every second does count. And she did let it go. And best of all, a whole bunch of people did get murdered in this building.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
But are we lucky for that?
Yeah.
These are
Okay, Rich Salty Club.
he's salty, but I'm the saltiest.
Oh, salty.
Oh, I'll be plausing Michael Shannon.
Please, I'm the human version of Monday.
Just seems like they're getting these two random celebrities together and just like, okay, guys, make something work for 60 seconds.
You're gonna get us kicked out.
So,
It's better than not trying anymore. The saltiest.
Yeah,
I'm a genius.
that's not a good one either.
Figured out how to make us penguins fly. That's gonna be tricky without wings. Exactly. That's why
Got a Red Bull commercial.
it gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it. And how? Come on, Dad, just drink it. Why? Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun? That will get you wings. But only if you drink it.
Yeah, that's not a good one either. Like, Red Bull commercials can be funny sometimes, but yeah, that one, not so much. As we've got Barry Keoghan riding a goat, I guess. Just throws it through the bar.
No such thing as no website, sir.
It's just walking on air now. Squarespace is what it is, not Workspace. I don't know, I like that one. Looks like we're getting local stuff here, so I guess until we come back to the game, I'll see you at the next scoring opportunity. All right, we're back, and we've got Adam Sandler and his kids, I guess. Oh, Paul McCartney up there, Pete Davidson, Kevin Costner. They're showing off all the celebrities here at the game. 2nd and 14. And we'll stick here for a little bit. Hurts. Back at the 45. Scrambling. Finds Barkley again. Thought he got out of bounds there for a second. Maybe not. 3rd down and 10 at the 30-yard line of Kansas City. Hurts going deep down the field. Intercepted at the 2-yard line. Okay, just missed a whole bunch of commercials there, and mostly because my cat was puking. I had to go take care of that. But I finally saw the seal commercial with him literally as a seal, and that was definitely something. There was also the commercial for Instacart with all the different commercial icons, which, not so bad. Right now they've got Eli doing the FanDuel commercial because he did the successful kick. But, yeah. I mostly didn't miss anything too much with the commercials, it looks like. But like I said, before that, Hurts threw an interception, and probably Kansas City begins to get some momentum going here. So, we'll see what happens. We'll take a break. We'll be back. That definitely could have been a momentum changer, but so far, nothing yet for Kansas City. But again, still early, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half, and that's probably when the true chaos is going to take shape. As we're getting ready for a punt here, 4th and 3 with 12:50 to go in the second. Cooper DeJean has it at the 45, and down he goes at the 43. So they get a little bit better field positioning here. All right, so here we go, back to some commercials. Matthew McConaughey for Uber Eats. He probably had my favorite line of the whole year last year when he's talking to Christian McCaffrey, and they're talking about how food and football is like a conspiracy going on, and then he sees Jerry across from him. He's just like, "Hey Jerry, what are you eating?" And he's like, "Rice." And Matthew McConaughey's just like, "Jerry's eating rice." Just the way he says it, the way he moves as he's saying it, like Jerry's eating rice, like that's funny to me. That's my favorite line. That was my favorite line. And what the hell is going on here? Just show like a bad CG shot of what I think is the Matthew McConaughey as Peyton Manning, but yeah, but what was I talking about? Oh, the commercial he was in earlier where he was talking about, him saying, Jerry's eating rice. Like, that's one of my favorite lines from last year. Like, I just love the way he says it. That was a weird commercial, though. Oh, God, 80 for Brady, too. What am I even looking at? That was a terrible commercial. And now we got Issa Rae driving backwards. It's not a car commercial, so I'm guessing it's TurboTax, maybe? Yeah, TurboTax. Why is there a taxes box that looks like cake? Like, what's the deal with that? Like that cake. I know it's the thing. I know it's like that thing on Netflix and online, cake or steak. But come on, man. Like, you're just throwing that in there for no reason whatsoever. Daytona 500. Back to the game. So we'll be back. Well, it's fourth down. If the Eagles are going to go for it here, it looks like they're about at the 20. Close to 20, I think, right at it. But 4th and 3. It looks like it's going to be right around the 23-yard line, I think. Maybe further than that. Yeah. No, actually, no. They're at the 25. What am I thinking? 4th and 3 with 8:50 to go. They're going to go for it, looks like. Or maybe he's just waiting for maybe they're trying to get him to jump offside. Yep, they're going to trying to get him to jump. Yep, going to kick the field goal. It looked like they were probably going to do that. Probably the right move to do it. But then again, you got to score as many points as you can against Kansas City because they will find a way to get back in this game no matter what. Then again, Jake Elliott has missed a lot of field goals in the regular season, so this could be pretty interesting if they decide to if he kicks it and he doesn't go through. So it looks like we'll have a 43-yard attempt. Good snap. And we have a whistle. Went through, but what's the flag? They got a first down. Chiefs jumped. Yeah, hard count. All right, so the drive continues for Philadelphia. Oh wait, never mind. They gave it to Philadelphia. Never mind. So now it's a 48-yard attempt. I thought they got a free first down. He's gonna miss this one, isn't he? Just got it in. Well, it's still 10-0. It's now 10-0 in favor of Philadelphia.
When you're ready, tell me about the job that taught you.
Had a commercial for Google. It was a cute little ad about a dad. I guess he's trying to get ready for a job interview, and he's talking about his daughter and all that. That's not bad. Can't say the same thing about the UFL, as we got that commercial going on right now. UFL's never fun to watch. especially with Birmingham being the equivalent to the Kansas City Chiefs. But what's this one? Yeah, I have no idea what this commercial's for. Yeah, that one didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was a commercial for Rocket. I don't know if it was Rocket Mortgage or what. Oh, and they're continuing the commercial in the Superdome. Uh-oh, Cooper DeJean! We got a defensive touchdown! We've got a defensive touchdown! Oh boy. Telephone that one. Yeah, that was not even hidden. That was just wide, right in the open. Like, watch 33. Yeah, like right there. Like, he was wide open when that happened. Yeah. Easily read that one. Well, look at that, folks. We've got a shutout right now. 17-0 pending this extra point. And up and good. 17-0 at 7:03 to go in the second. Uh-oh. But it's uh-oh for a couple of different reasons. One, it could be Kansas City getting completely shut out. Or B, it could be just the beginning of a repeat of a 28-3. Let's take a look at some commercials now. What is greatness? Is this, He Gets Us? Yeah, I think this is He Gets Us. Yep, this is He Gets Us. Okay, Liquid Death. I've had the regular Liquid Death water. It's not that good. It really is not that good. I haven't had the one with alcohol in it. I think there is some with alcohol in it. I don't know, but the one I had was just regular mountain water, and that tasted terrible. No, you should be scared because it's more than just it's not just water. It's bad water. Gordon Ramsay at Area 51. Yeah, he's just like me. What's going on here? Pete Davidson. What the hell was that? Okay, what kind of commercial was this? Duracell. I have no idea who this actor is. I feel like I should know him. Looks like Tim Tebow. But yeah, there you go. That was that commercial. But hey, Cooper DeJean gets a pick 6 with a touchdown on his birthday. So happy birthday, Cooper. All right, back after this. Man, the Eagles defense is waking up, man. This last 2 drives have been like, that's the Eagles defense for you. But then again, you cannot pump the brakes on the Chiefs by any means necessary, especially with a guy like Patrick Mahomes under center. He's going to come back in this game. Just watch. They're about to punt it away here with under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. DeJean with the catch. And back to the commercials. Got a black dot circle, 2 black circles, Multiple black circles. That image looked like something much more. Like, it looked like something that should not be seen on television, on national television, but... it's kind of cool looking. I don't know what it is. Maybe for a crypto company. It's a nice looking images. ChatGPT. Well, yeah, I was right. AI. And a commercial for Coffee Mate. Guy getting high on this, I guess. What the hell is going on? Even he's just like, what the hell are you doing? The shrooms just kicked in at that moment. What the hell was that? I love that commercial just for how insane that was. Like they make it feel like that if you drink that, that's what's gonna happen. But no, they probably took some drugs before they did that. Just like, dude, let's go to watch the Super Bowl and then get high on some drugs, and then we'll have some cold coffee make cold form. It's gonna be amazing what happens next. I don't even know what's going on in this commercial here, but something related to the NFL probably. If we could be somebody. Yeah, the NFL family. Okay, I kind of figured that was going to be that. Back to the game. Alrighty, at the 2-minute warning, Chiefs with the Eagles with the ball still. As we go to some commercials. Is that Taron Killam? No, that's Glenn Powell. Excuse me. This is what I'm talking about, man. They gotta put this guy in better movies with better scripts and not whatever the hell Hollywood keeps trying to throw at him. These stupid blockbuster in quotation mark movies like Twisters and Anyone But You. Because he's funny in this. Yeah, Hollywood, give this guy some better movies. The three bears are inside the cars. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good ad. Oh, speaking of people from Anyone But You, Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal again. That's not the worst, but not the one, not as good as I thought it was going to be. What is with the facial torture this year? Like Eugene Levy with his eyebrows, and now the Pringles with the mustaches. I like it. Oh, Budweiser Clydesdales. Yeah, that Rams ad was probably the best of the two, but I don't know. The Hellman's ads could have been. I just thought it was okay, but not. It could have been so much better considering that you got Crystal and Ryan and Sydney Sweeney in there as well. Uh-oh, we got some discomfort on the Chiefs sideline. Anyway, 2-minute warning. We'll see if Kansas City gets the ball back in just a bit. And they did not complete that, so uh-oh. Kansas City with about minute 56 left, trying to get some momentum before they get the ball back to start the second half with 1:56 to go. All right, so Patrick Mahomes and company trying to get something going here before the half is over. But they're way back into Philadelphia territory, so they're going to need a good long drive here. Up, we got our first Taylor Swift signing of the night. There might have been another one, but I completely missed it. Do they not have boxes in the Superdome? Because it looks like she's out in the open. So let's see what happens here. Starting at the 6. Mahomes fires. Intercepted! Zach Bond. Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad one, too. Maybe not as bad as the Cooper DeJean one, but still. Let's see. Bond is 53. That one's not as bad as the Cooper DeJean one. It's still bad, but man, that's not a good sign. But then again, like I said, still early. Still early here. Yeah, but again, not as bad as the Cooper DeJean one. Zach Bond's on a 1-year contract. Yeah, I don't think Philadelphia is getting rid of this guy anytime soon after the season he's had. Just saying. Well, yeah, Philadelphia with a chance to really make this a possible comeback story in the second half. If they get another touchdown here. So they are at the 14-yard line. Let's see what happens. Barkley scrambling in the back. Hurt's going to take it. Gets down to the 12, it looks like. 12 or 11. Chiefs called timeout. All right, 2nd and 8. Where are they at? At the 12-yard line. 2nd and 8 from the 12 of the Chiefs. Hurts, scrambling, fires, completes to Brown, and we got a touchdown! Oh boy. Well, time to start the possible Patriots-Falcons reboot here coming up. But the Chiefs still have a minute 35 to get something going here, but man, that was just all too easy. So, judging by pending the extra point, it'll be 24-0 with a minute 35 to go. 24-0. As we've got some more commercials coming up here. That's Sha'Carri Richardson. We got Sha'Carri Richardson, Caitlin Clark, I think Angel Reese. It's either Angel Reese or Juju, or the chick from USC, Juju Bretz. Simone Biles, I see. And some other ones I really don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad commercial. I get what they're trying to do here, but nothing too exciting about that one. We got a football game with plastic surgeons.
Seriously, you guys are the best. Sure are.
Victor Cruz.
Not the best football team, but the best health system.
I don't know about NFL football legend. That's more what Victor Cruz is known for, the salsa move. I have no idea what this commercial is going to be for, but certainly an interesting way to promote it. This is going to be for something that's not even related to what they're trying to sell, is it? Oh, what is it? What was it? I just saw the preview for this.
Let's start paying attention to breast when it matters the most. Early detection for breast cancer is a game changer.
Again, a noble cause, but very weird way to promote this. I can't remember what Novartis is what it was. They had a commercial for this before the game started, and I was trying to figure out what it was, but yeah, what a weird way to promote. Hey, get your breasts checked, ladies. Like, you might have cancer. But anyway, back to the game here with 1:35 to go. Chiefs trying to get the ball back, and here they go with the stupid book thing. Like, why? Why are we putting the spotlight on whatever book these guys are reading on the field? Just, you're in the Super Bowl. Worry about the friggin' Super Bowl already. Jesus. Anyway, enough complaining from me. Let's get to the Chiefs' final drive here. Well, Mahomes is going to run on this one to start it off here. We got a flag down. And it looks like it might be on the Chiefs, maybe. Yep, all holding on offense. Yeah, this is not looking good so far, but... Oh, no question on that one. That's an easy holding call. But anyway, it's 1st and 20 now. Now all the way back at their own 20. Mahomes has to just put it down on the ground. 2nd and 20 now. And a flag is down. And now I think it's going to be against Philly. Said it was in the secondary. Or not. An ineligible man downfield.
Great question. Not much is work. Certainly the run game, they've only got 3 rushing attempts, and you're down 24.
5 of 12 for 24 yards and 2 interceptions. That is pitiful. 24. Oh, the thing is moving. The graphic is moving. That's pretty interesting. I did not notice that until now, that the graphic was actually moving. Mahomes fires, completes. That's Mark Hollywood Brown. Pick up the pace, guys. Come on, let's go. Like, they're really taking their time here.
What this offense has been all season, they just haven't faced a deficit like this. So when the games are close, you're okay throwing the ball short and quickly.
What are we doing here? Keep up, moving, you guys. You're taking 20 seconds off the clock. You gotta get something here. 3rd and 11, gotta get to the 40. They are wasting a lot of time here. Mahomes going deep, got a man there, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins wide open, and he drops it. Wow. This is terrible right now. Like, I think they're purposefully doing this because they know they're going to come back in the second half. I mean, this is just feeling like, it just feels like they're building up for when the Chiefs get the momentum back in the second half. It's still 34 seconds. That means the Eagles still have some time to get back into scoring territory. Ariza punts it away. Dugene has it. To the 30, down to the 33, it looks like. So with 23 seconds to go, it means a couple of long throws, they could get it into field goal range at least. And Jalen Hurts just like, what are we doing here? I don't know why he's speaking like he's in New York, but that's what it looks. That's what that expression looks like. He's got his arms in the air, like, "What are we doing here? Hey, gabagool!" Like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to find something here, man. Largest halftime lead, 25 points. Super Bowl 22 when Washington led Denver. Of course, that was the one with John Elway and getting beat by Doug Williams back in '88. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 30. It was like in the 33. Or are they gonna try? They gotta try to just kneel. No, they're not gonna kneel down. 37-yard line. Play clock to 3. And they're just gonna run it to Barkley. And it looks like they're just gonna take it to the half. Nope. Good half of the Eagles. Question is it going to last? Because, yeah, you can never count the Chiefs out of anything. This has been the situation that they've been in before. But, yeah, this is going to be a tough one for him to come back from. But then again, stranger things have definitely happened here. Remember, 28-3. I would not put it past the Chiefs to do something like that. So, halftime, 24-0. I'm going to take a quick break myself. So, enjoy the halftime show, folks, or by the time the next time you see me, it'll be after the halftime show. But I'll take a break, and we'll be back for the second half. Alrighty, coming back from the halftime show here. And I don't want anybody to think that I was disrespecting Kendrick Lamar by any means necessary, but I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm not really much of a Drake fan either, if you think it's because of that. So I wasn't really that excited to check out the halftime show. I mean, I get why people are excited about it. I mean, it's funny how this past week has been Kendrick's big week because he had that big week against the Grammys, and then during the halftime show, everyone was talking about how good he was there, but yeah, it just wasn't for me, man. Not because I have nothing against him personally. It's just I'm not that big of a fan of his music, so that's why I didn't really pay attention to the halftime show in particular. But hey, it looked like it was a ton of fun from what I saw there, but anyway, back to this here, where it could get very, very interesting if Kansas City does not get going right away, because they are down 24-0, and they're coming out like nothing's really going on here. So let's go ahead and see what happens here as we begin the third quarter and the second half of Super Bowl 59. Jesus, at this point, they might as well go ahead and put Carson Wentz in for the Chiefs, because, man, Patrick Mahomes is not doing a good job so far. They're punting the ball away after 3 and out. And it goes into the end zone. 12 minutes even here to start the third quarter, as we still are at a 24-0 Eagles advantage here, as we're going to get some more commercials here. So let's see what we got here this time around. Heathrow Airport, Matthew McConaughey. Salesforce, another AI commercial.
Which has changed. I'll tell the pilot to hold the plane. What AI was meant to be.
Nate, we need to talk about your finances.
My finances are fine. But
Got a DoorDash ad here.
On my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque, $0 delivery fees on dog toys.
I have no idea who this is. I think Nate Bargatze.
She's so nice. Dash pass savings equals. Oh yeah, ballers.
Is it Nate Bargatze?
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
I think that's him. I don't know.
Comedian by Mauricio Catalan worth $6.2 million.
What?
Another Ray-Ban commercial.
That's a $6.2 million.
Yeah, that is Nate. That was Nate Bargatze in that DoorDash commercial.
Gentlemen,
What a place you have.
Who eats art?
I think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta.
Like, hey, Meta, who eats art?
And then Meta would say, Chris Pratt.
Hey, Meta.
Oh, that's Chris Pratt. I completely had no idea that was him.
Because I don't understand you.
Because I need someone to blame.
Because I'm just following others.
Because I'm just angry.
I hate you because I think you hate me. Man, I hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
And you're doing it on Fox of all things. So how do you think people are going to take that? Another Nerds commercial. The one last year was really freaky. The one that was Flashdance with these nerds. Not as bad as the one last year. The one last year wasn't even bad. It was just weird. But this is just like, I don't know. The commercials in the second half so far have not been as promising. We'll say the Tubi ad that was on by at the end of halftime was pretty good. The one with the kid with the western, the cowboy hat as part of his hair and all that. Like, that was pretty cool. I like the way they did that visual effect. But anyway, Eagles have the ball, so they get close in the scoring range. I will be back, but if not, I'll see you at the next commercial break. What a catch by Saquon Barkley there. I mean, that's impressive. So that just took them all the way down to the 4-yard line. What a great play that was. They're about to take a chance at scoring here. And it looks like they're going to give it to him here, but the Chiefs are right there to stop him. What a good catch. That was a great catch by Barkley. Not even the throw, but the catch by Barkley was incredible.
They have done a great job. We got that sense when we talked.
That's impressive, man. That is incredibly impressive right there. All right, 2nd and goal now. They've actually that took him back to the 6. Where do you go from here? Take a timeout. God, the quarter's almost already halfway over, man. Jeez, it's 6:04 to go. Wow. Well, while they got a plug going on here, I might as well plug the Reviewing Network Live Madden 25 tournaments coming up next Sunday. Matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants, followed by the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Next Sunday, starting at 1, right here on the Reviewing Network Live. There you go. That's a plug-in right there. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get back to the game here as they're coming back out of the timeout. Yeah, 6:04 to go in the third quarter, man. This quarter's going by fast. Mahomes just has his look on his face like, yeah, I know I know what's coming next. 253 total yards for 38 over Kansas City. Wow. Give it to Barkley. Not much there. Gets maybe a yard. 3rd and goal coming up. Oh, and Chris Jones is down. It's just a knee brace, it looks like. But, yeah, it looks like we may be going to a commercial here. Because we got that medical Fox music that plays in the background. Or whenever an injury happens. What commercial do we have here now? Looks like a potato. With the song from Juno. I can't remember the lyrics, but I remember this from the opening of Juno. What are they trying to sell here? Oh, Lay's potato chips. Coincidentally, I have a bag of Lay's potato chips right here as I'm watching this. Oh, you think I'm kidding? Here, cut away back to me recording this. Look, yeah, right there, Lay's potato chips right there. So, real potatoes grown on farm. Megan 2.0. I remember this from the Grammys last week.
Miss me?
The plot for this sounds crazy what they're doing for this film. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the trailer actually will turn out to be good for it. They haven't shown a trailer for it yet, but I remember this from the commercial last week from the Grammys. Because we got another commercial for Homes.com with Morgan Freeman.
Cannot legally say Homes.com is the best.
What if she says it as Morgan Freeman?
Homes.com. I can get this. Home.com.
No. Well, how can we not say it if that's our new name?
Again, you got to give Dan Levy and Heidi Gardner something actually funny to do in these commercials.
Celebration of its fans. Behold, a bunch of randos, not famous people. Wait, what? Sorry, big guy.
But I'm Doja.
Yeah, but celebs don't make Taco Bell. Fans do.
Nobody should want to make Taco Bell. Taco Bell sucks.
How about now? Yeah, no. Taco 2. LeBron.
All right, they're coming back, and it does look like Chris Jones is more injured than we think. Let's see the replay. It's a neck brace. Yeah, non-contract injury. That if he can't come back in, that's huge. So that means you got to put a lot more of the work on Mahomes and them to get back in this game, because like at the very least they're going to be up 27-0 or at the most 31-0. Hurts the throw. Looking around, scrambling out of the pocket. Throws it and incomplete. Or caught out of bounds. Probably a caught out of bounds. So now it's 4th and goal. So yeah, it looks like at the very least it's going to be 27-0 because they're going to bring the field goal unit out. Yeah, man, they took a lot of time off that clock. Over 7 minutes long that drive was.
4 scores, which is huge with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game. No doubt. Excuse me, in the third quarter.
So Jake Elliott's coming out now for, should be a chip shot field goal here.
So it's Elliott from 24 yards.
24 yards. Half of what he got the first time. Another flag. They going to penalize the Chiefs again or the Eagles again? Yep. So it'll now be a 29-yard attempt. Rick Lovato. Demi Lovato's husband. I don't know that for certain. Like I remember when I guess the Eagles were on Thursday Night Football and Tony Romo. That was one of his early quips he had about that one. Anyway, 29-yard attempt here. And it's good. It's 27-0 now. 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Back to some commercials.
Hey, Richard. Got your phone.
Did you say my name?
Yes, I said your name because I'm a genius. Were you not paying attention, man?
Get my phone back?
Want to know what else is genius? Finding the right credit card with NerdWallet. They do the research, okay? You don't have to.
Look, man, I just want my phone back, man. Come on. Come on, Phil Dunphy from Modern Family. Give me my phone back. Or Sweet D from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Of course, they were both in Finding Dory. That was a commercial for NerdWallet. Fast and Furious Häagen-Dazs. Häagen-Dazs. Häagen-Dazs, what the... Yeah, that's how you know the Fast and Furious is getting old pretty quickly.
What happened to Fast Life? Not today. What? Are y'all kidding me?
Share the love, man. Come on. No, this is a clever commercial. I like this. The guy who was born to grow up and love westerns. Like, I love that. I love that his hair is literally a cowboy hat. That's really clever. Looks like we're heading back to the game here in just a second here, so I'll see you at the next commercial break. Okay, now's the time to get worried, Chiefs fans, because wow. Eagles are going to get it back in excellent field position. I mean, this is basically the last drive here. It's game over if the Eagles get another score here. Okay, it's now officially the 2020 Super Bowl with the Chiefs and Buccaneers. Yeah, this is not looking good for Kansas City. This is reminding me of the 2020 Super Bowl between them and the Buccaneers. Like that may have been the dagger right there. They might have to put. It would be amazing if they put Carson Wentz in at this point. But we'll see. As we had a commercial for him and hers, which wasn't that impressive.
And they're not alone. Somewhere else, right now.
Once again, continuing the tradition of the second half so far, the commercials have been very underwhelming for the most part. The only one I thought was actually kind of good was the Tubi one. Was really good was the Tubi one. But other than that, yeah. These commercials have not been that good.
Stop spiraling. Get a poppy. Get a poppy. Get a poppy. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, this does not make me want a poppy. But again, like I said, if the Eagles score on this next drive, whether it's a field goal or not, I think it's game over at this point. Because, yeah, this is asking Patrick Mahomes to do way too much. And it's really got to be on him. Like, in fact, they've been struggling because I can't believe they haven't gone deep down the field. It's like they're playing scared for some reason. It's like, dude, the entire league is putting the money on you. They are literally stuffing your team in our faces. And this is how you're coming out? Like, I mean, I don't know, man, but we'll see what happens here. Eagles are going to get in really good position here, so let's see what happens. All right, Saquon in the backfield. They are at the 47-yard line. Fake it. Hurts is going to take the deep shot downfield. Got a man down there. Touchdown, Devontae Smith. And that means that this is more than likely officially over. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Why would you want to run the clock? There's still 2:40 to go. At this rate, you're pretty much telling Patrick Mahomes, hey, do what Jalen Hurts just did right there. Go deep down the field. And yeah, he was wide open down there. Like, that guy was not going to get to him. Watson was not going to get to him. Yeah, the Eagles fans is looking pretty good right now. Oh, I thought he missed it. I was about to say I might have just jinxed him there, but no. 34-0. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. All this being said, though, this is not a very exciting Super Bowl by any means necessary. I mean, it's a blow. It's a blowout, and not a good fun blowout. And like Steve Spagnuolo is just like, what the hell, man? Like, how are we not prepared for that? It's almost as if this team shouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl in the first goddamn place. Just saying. But, yeah, I mean, really, if the Buffalo Bills had been in the Super Bowl, this would have been a much more interesting Super Bowl because the Buffalo Bills would have at least tried to compete. But this is just embarrassing right now. But I mean, it's basically over, but it's not officially over yet because stranger things have definitely happened here, but we will see what happens. There's still 2:40 to go, so, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's over just yet because I've seen this song and dance before, but it's looking like it's pretty much over at this point. If the Chiefs can't get anything on this next drive, then that'll be definitely over for sure. No question about it. There we go. Big play down the field for Xavier Worthy. They're finally getting the ball down the field. I guess they realize, oh shit, we actually got to play a game now. The refs aren't going to help us this time. Good job on Xavier Worthy for getting that open. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's Mahomes doing what he does best. Not on that one, but we'll see what happens here. That first throw there should be a sign of caution for the Eagles. Don't hold up. 102 minutes to go here. In the third quarter, 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 40. First play in opposing territory for the Chiefs. Mahomes going to take it himself but not get enough. Got a couple of yards, but not enough. 3rd down. And at this point, they're going to go for it regardless. I don't think they're going to settle for 3 because that'd be embarrassing if they settle for 3 at this point. Clock's still moving. 3rd and 6. I think if they score a touchdown before the end of the third quarter, they might still have a chance. But we'll see. 3rd and 6, Mahomes. Scrambling. He's going to try to play hero himself. Phillips it. Kelsey's got it. 1st down. Improvisational play right there to keep the drive going. So maybe there's still some life here. All right, back at it here. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Mahomes out of the pocket. Mahomes gonna throw. Find a man. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy. Hang on, folks. We've got a possibility of maybe the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history right in front of Tom Brady's eyes here. Let's see. Yep, that's a catch, and that is a touchdown. As I said, if the Chiefs can find a way to score before the end of the third quarter, they might have a shot at it. So yeah, there you go. Or are they going to go for 2? Yeah, they are going to go for 2. Not that it really would make much of a difference. I mean, you're still going to be down. But let's see. 2-point attempt coming up. Fake it to Pacheco. Mahomes. Incomplete. Yeah, I don't know about going for a 2-point conversion now. But hey, you got some points and at least some momentum building here for this fourth quarter here, which should be pretty epic overall. But right now, Eagles still dominating 34-6. And I doubt there's going to be any big plays to the end of the third quarter, but I'll keep it here just in case. Okay, so they brought that up here. They can't do the onside kick either, so that's going to make it in the third quarter at least. But they have to do it if they're going to do it in the fourth quarter. They got to let the Eagles know about it. So yeah, this is going to be really, really tough for them to do. But anything is possible. That's not Cooper DeJean. That's A.Q. Shipley, I think. So 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kevin Hart, Paul Rudd. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Anne Hathaway. I didn't know she was an Eagles fan. Under 30 seconds to go. I know the people from Abbott Elementary and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia are there too. Wonder if they'll show them at some point. Let's see if they do anything here. I doubt it, but we'll see. And then we'll take it to the commercials in the fourth quarter. Give it to Barkley. Gets a couple, but not a lot. And I think that might be the last play of the quarter. That's a pretty lame Kevin Hart joke. Like, who hasn't done things that's like, oh, can you find Kevin Hart? I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but they are going to take it to the fourth quarter. 34-6 right now. Eagles dominating. So we'll see if that continues. Should be maybe an exciting fourth quarter on the horizon, but we'll see. And now they're playing the same. Why are they playing the same Salesforce commercial they've been playing on TV for the last few months? It really does sound like he's saying Asian Force instead of Agent Force.
What you doing?
Just looking for new car insurance.
Again, they're playing the same commercials they've been playing on TV for the last few months. It's for the last few months. Like, I've seen this commercial before. Okay, it looks like it's just going to be commercials we've already seen on TV before, so... Unless something new comes up here, I will see you at the start of the fourth quarter, or when the next commercial break happens after that.
What kind of law should run a law group practice?
I don't know. Is there an area of law that focuses on firing underperforming football coaches?
No, we don't need that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I thought I heard when I saw that. It's a commercial. It's a local commercial for Romano Law Group, and yeah, they're just ripping on Mike Tomlin. I just thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, back to the fourth quarter here. 2nd and 6 here. Gets it to Saquon Barkley here, and they've got a first down. They keep showing the graphics on screen, but only the Patrick Mahomes one is the one that moved. Why isn't all the other ones moving? Like, Saquon doesn't move, Jalen doesn't move, A.J. Brown didn't move there. I'm just starting to realize something. Let's say the Eagles score another touchdown here. Kenny Pickett's probably going to be playing if that happens. I honestly don't know how I'm going to feel about this when that happens. I'm just going to probably feel agitated, but then again, I was going to lose either way in this one. Either Juju Smith-Schuster was going to get a second Super Bowl with Kansas City, or Kenny Pickett's going to win his first with Philadelphia. Whoever wins, we lose pretty much. Like the Alien versus Predator logo tagline. Whoever wins we lose. If they give it to Barkley here, who's not really been getting a whole lot of running down in this game here. They've been Chiefs at least done a very good job of, shutting him down. I thought if you're going to stop the Eagles, you got to find a way to stop Saquon Barkley. So far, the Chiefs have done that, but unfortunately, the Eagles have all these other players around them. Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, they're doing their jobs, but Saquon's doing his job too, but he just can't get into the end zone or get any real traction here.
As he's continued his development, a lot of it has been in the passing game.
That one's moving. That graphic is moving. Just barely, but...
And this year he's added to the strengths of this run-focused offense.
There are some positives to this graphics thing. It's just the main scoreboard is really off here. As Hurts looks like he's going to try to... He looked like he was going to throw, but then he gets decked down. Drew Tranquil took him down, and now it's third down. But the Eagles have pretty much been doing what they need to do, and that is just drain the clock down. Just drain the clock down. Don't give the Chiefs any big amounts of time to get back in this game, because it's looking very less and less likely that's going to happen. With the 3rd and 13 coming up here.
Spoke to an assistant coach on the staff. He remembered exactly what he said. I'll be back. We'll be back. They are, and wow, as he continued to play so well on the biggest stage, something Tom can certainly...
So this could be a big play here if they for both sides, depending on how this ends. It's going to be a run for Barkley, but not much there. And so that means they're probably going to kick another field goal. One would think. Yep, that's what they're going to do. And Kansas City, I think, took a timeout. Yep, they did. So yeah, they got to do something to keep this close, but it's not looking like it's going to be that way. So here we go. Jake Elliott coming back out here for another field goal attempt. Another 48-yarder. Just showed Rupert Murdoch on TV. I'm Rupert Murdoch, the billionaire, and this is my skybox. 48-yard attempt here. And it is good. 37-6 now. With 9:51 to go. And the reality is seeping in for the Chiefs. They are, to quote Pat Summerall, looks like there will be no three-peat. Indiana Jones! Thunderbolt Ross!
Might have been nice, huh? But that means we get to write our own stories. Freedom is yes, or no, or maybe. Freedom is for everybody, but it isn't free. It's earned.
So what exactly is this a commercial for, Harrison?
But not the ones in the movies.
Jeep maybe? I'm guessing Jeep.
Pride is a terrible driver. Freedom is the roar.
Yep, Jeep Wranglers.
And the silence of another's. Freedom is the ability.
Looks like the sequel to Call of the Wild. Is that the dog from the Call of the Wild?
You don't have to be friends with someone to wave at them. We won't always agree on which way to go. But our differences can be our strength. So choose, but choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy.
I see what you did there.
My friends, my family.
You have chosen wisely.
This Jeep makes me happy, even though my name is.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Get out there. Write your own.
I'm going to steal your job.
C-Suite is out. Gen Z.
This is a lame Tubi ad. I can't believe we haven't had any movie ads in the second half. It looked like they spent a lot of them on the first half alone. But, yeah, like, they haven't really done anything in the second half. Like, I thought there was going to be much more than that. I don't think we even got one for Elio or the Smurfs movie. I don't think we had a Smurfs commercial, although there was one out there. Or maybe I just missed it. Okay, now it's officially over. That was basically the equivalent of Tom Beatty being stripped by Derek Barnett in 2018. Yeah, this is over. I mean, wow. Yeah, that's the definition of a strip sack. Not even a strip sack, but still. Yeah, that is a fumble, and that is indeed Philadelphia football, and they're going to win another Super Bowl.
This is what happens.
Wow.
With this defense, we've seen it all year.
Incredible.
We've seen it tonight.
But we have a flag down. Hold on.
He thought it would go tonight.
On the defense, the 15-yard penalty being set and enforced from the dead ball spot. Philadelphia's ball, 1st and 10.
They're going to get the unsportsmanlike.
They got they had a 15-yard penalty, but it was an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles. But they still kept the football, so I guess it was after.
They missed it.
I think they called.
Well, they missed the face mask too. That should have been a face mask penalty.
No, he hit the crossbar.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what Carson Wentz is thinking right now. It's just like, dude. Because this is the reason why I came to this team to win Super Bowls, not to watch my former team win a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's basically the equivalent of, like I said, Tom Brady getting strip sacked by Derek Barnett in 2017. I mean, that's pretty much the symbol that, yeah, this sucker's over. Saquon Barkley, it looked like he was almost about to run a deep one. It looked like he's getting close. I feel like he's going to do it at some point.
We knew the Eagles obviously a great team. Pretty stunning to see 37-6 against the two-time defending Super Bowl champs. Absolutely today. Here is
Barkley again. And this time they're still stuffing him. Even if you have a field goal at this point, there's really not much more you can do right now. Like at this point, if I'm Andy Reid, I'm just saying, you know what, Patrick, I'm going to put Carson Wentz in. We got to get something here, anything, just to get something, just to keep that score from just being a 6. Well, let's see what happened to your. You got a timeout. Philadelphia timeout. All that being said, though, like I said, this has not been an exciting Super Bowl. I mean, I thought maybe it would have been closer, but of all the teams that I thought that were not going to show up here, I can't believe it's the team that somehow got 16 out of 17 regular season wins this season. It just goes to show you, like everything that I said about the Chiefs early on, all season long, were 100% true. Like, they should not have had as many wins as they had, and I think the pressure on them finally got to them by everybody asking them, by the NFL asking them, why are the refs rigging this? It's just like, no, the refs are not rigging this, and it's just like, I feel like this is kind of the NFL's way of saying, okay, we got to get these people to get off our backs about this, and I feel like their answer is going to be about this. Is this rigged now? Is this rigged now? Well, I know one person, at least I know who's going to say that, my father, but that's another story altogether. He really does think that this is rigged for the Eagles, like. Sure, pal, whatever you say. Anyway, 3rd down and 5 coming up here. Got to get to the 23 for a first down. They're going to go to Barkley again. And again, they're able to stuff him. So the Chiefs' defense is hanging on for whatever dear life they have left. But in the end, it really isn't going to matter because this is getting pretty pathetic now for the Chiefs. I was going to say they might try to go for it. I mean, what have you really got to lose at this point? You're up 31 points, about to be up 34 now. 45-yard attempt. Another flag. The 3rd penalty in a row on an extra point or a field goal. Well, now it's going to be even longer now. 52, I think it was.
Yeah, not very comforting.
Wait, was it 45? It's a 50-yarder. I wonder who the MVP is going to be here. I'm on a chat right now, and somebody's saying maybe Cooper DeJean, which, I mean, he had that pick 6, but I think right now it's more than likely going to be Jalen Hurts. As far as I know, because Saquon Barkley is playing well, but not enough where I think he's playing an MVP caliber. But 50 yards here. And again, no problems whatsoever. It's now 40-6. 8:01 left in the 4th quarter. We got a Stella Artois commercial here.
Where is it? Left him in America. Are you Beckham?
Matt Damon.
No way. Hey, what'd you say your name was?
David Beckham and Matt Damon. I guess are twins, apparently.
No, just check. It was invented in Buffalo.
Yeah, a lot of these commercials seem like they're doing, let's put two random celebrities together and see if they can work magic off each other. And most of them have been, not really great, but some of them have been okay.
Drink Stella.
Yeah, this is definitely one that's kind of on the levels of okay, so.
I have to tell you.
Ben Affleck famous. What do we got here? At 3, these legs are unstoppable. At 14, she'll think they're unbearable. 1 in 2 girls who quit sports are criticized for their body type. Okay. I get where they're going here, but this isn't that good of a commercial.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has
Oh, the Muppets.
You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation.
Stella and Waldorf.
Exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
That's worth it. That's worth it to see the Muppets again. Yeah, Fox, I don't care how much you try to promote this. The UFL ain't that exciting. No matter how hard you try, it's not gonna catch on. He just showed off the Hall of Fame inductees. I never understood why it's only 4 this year. Like, I was watching that NFL Honors, and when I saw it was just the 4, I was just like, wait, that's it? Really? Oh, and now they're going to Travis Kelce. I love that. Like, they haven't gone to him at all in the first half, but then when they're down 27-0, it's just like, oh, wait, I got this big tight end right here. You know what? Maybe this is part of Travis Kelce's plan all along, because they were talking about whether or not he was going to retire after this game or not. But yeah, I don't think he's retiring anytime soon, especially after this. See, that's when you know a team is really stumbling, because they're doing nothing but checkdowns right now. Like I said, they're taking from the Steelers' playbook. This is exactly how the Steelers play whenever they're down in situations like this. Only this time it's not going to amount to a Super Bowl for them, at least this year. But then again, they weren't playing that way the last couple of years, but we'll see. Again, with the checkdowns, like, it's just, dude, why is Patrick Mahomes afraid to throw the ball down the field? Really? Like, what do you have to lose at this point? You're down 34 points with 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. It's just like, you're not going to win at this point. You might as well try and show up. Yeah, I'm sorry the refs aren't helping you out here this time, but there's no excuse here. Xavier Worthy's the only one who's been showing up so far today. Yeah, Xavier Worthy's the only one who's been showing up. He's got 5 receptions for 95 yards so far. Add a couple more because he's just got another catch. Who was Mahomes even throwing that to? Hollywood Brown. All right, 3rd and 5. They're in Eagles territory, but they've got to get something here. May have gotten a free play, though. Mahomes going for the deep ball down the field. Picked off. C.J. Gardner-Johnson returning back home in New Orleans, but I don't think it's going to matter. There is a penalty, but he's going to run it back. He's going to run it into the end zone, but let's see what the penalty was. It's had to be a free play for the Chiefs.
Well, it feels pretty good until you realize there's a flag, and Patrick obviously knew that he had a free play. So give his guy a chance. He gets the offense with the hard count.
Eagles jumped.
Jumps into the neutral zone. Patrick looks over, sees the flag, and says, "All right, I'm going to take a shot." And Aaron Rodgers did that about as well as anybody.
Yep, offside on the defense. So throw away the interception return for the touchdown. But hey, C.J. Gardner-Johnson got to do it back in the place that drafted him. So there you go. Oh, so it wasn't even a first down. It's still 3rd down and 1. They'll give it to Samaje Perine. They have a first down, so they're just going to drain the clock out, it looks like. And it's pretty much over and done with anyway, but still. So now they are at the 24-yard line. Mahomes scrambling, gonna try to run it, looks like, and he will. Gets close to the first down. Marked at the 17-yard line. This is like the equivalent of the Raptors beating the Warriors in the NBA Finals. Like, this really does feel like that. A team that, the Warriors were a dynasty back whenever they were in the NBA Final. But this is what it feels like, man. Like the Toronto Raptors just came out of nowhere, and look at what they're doing against the defending champs. The Eagles in this case too. 2nd and 3. That's Hollywood Brown. Out of bounds he goes for another first down. 1st and 10 at the 11. Flip. That's Worthy again. And again, Worthy's having the best game of anybody on this team. Like, he's the one who's literally showing up for this game. 2nd and 3 now. Mahomes flips it wide open. Touchdown, Hollywood Brown. But there is a flag. Coming back. Bring it back. Even Mahomes is just like, bring it back.
We call those rub routes.
Pass interference.
Yep. It's a rarity. The refs are actually not helping the Chiefs out. And I think it was Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh, is that revenge for especially what happened the last time these two teams met in the Super Bowl? Of course, it was a pass interference play on the defense that led to the Chiefs winning that game. This time, the Uno card has been thrown. 2nd and 13. Mahomes, he might run. He looks like he will. Mahomes slams down at the 8-yard line. 7 or 8. 3rd down and 6. With 3 minutes to go in the 4th. Mahomes to the corner. Touchdown, DeAndre Hopkins. With all the stars they have on this team, they couldn't get the job done tonight.
Someday that'll be a good memento on the shelf. Yeah, it sure is. Coming in late in the season, D-Hop has always been a tough guy to cover.
And I guess they're going to go for 2 here.
He's got this huge catch radius, and if you just get it in his vicinity,
Yep.
it usually comes down with that.
I mean, why not? You're already down by 28. You've already lost it. You might as well try to stay in it. I'll throw a pick. Throw a pick for 2 points the other way, please. Mahomes going to take it. Running out of time. Fires. And they got it. But there is a flag down. Justin Watson with the catch, but bring it back.
Wait for the official announcement by Ronald Torbert.
The result of the play is a successful 2-point try. Illegal use of hands in the face. Defense.
Now it's going to stand.
That penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
40-14, so I guess it's at least somewhat close, but then again, they could still try to do an onside kick. I completely forget that Nick Sirianni was with the Chiefs when he was the coach during the first Super Bowl they won with Mahomes and all that. I completely forgot that that he was part of that. So yeah, this has got to be sweet for him. So we got an onside kick attempt here, and it's out. Did they get it? And I think Philadelphia got on top of it. Yep. Now it's officially over. And was Kenny Pickett going to come out here? Well, I guess I can now officially use the quote from Pat Summerall after the 49ers lost to the Giants in 1990 in the NFC Championship game. There will be no three-peat. Because that's exactly what's going to happen right now. Is Pickett coming out? Yep. Oh, please throw a touchdown, please. This will be the most hilarious thing ever, to not only rub salt in the wound of the Chiefs, but also the Steelers.
Look at the Gatorade. Here it goes. Now, what color is it going to be? That's always a big... I would have guaranteed that AJ would be the one that wants to dump it out on Sirianni. Let's see.
They're already starting to dump it. Uh-oh, here we go. There's the Gatorade bath. Like, they aren't even waiting, because they already know. He had the hood up. He knew it was coming. Let's see what Kenny Pickett can do here. Kind of Gainwell with the carry there. Oh, he didn't have the hood on. The hood came on after that.
Who can he possibly yell at in the stands today at this point? Is there anybody?
There goes the headset.
Everyone will accept it. By the way, apropos too, the Gatorade color was green, right? Green.
What else did you think it was going to be?
Life-changing moment. You talked about it. This game is life-changing. For the winners and the losers.
All right, 2nd and 6 here. I seriously want Kenny Pickett to throw a touchdown just to rub it in the Steelers' face because of how badly they treated him.
Yeah, I think of this game, and there's so many people. All these guys have different football journeys in their career that.
Yeah, you know he's not. That's all right.
And you get to this game, and you got your family there. That's really, you want to represent them. You got your hometown.
2:35 to go.
You got your college. You got your elementary school. You got so many people in your.
It's likely they're not throwing the football anytime soon, unfortunately. But it would have been cool to see. It would have been cool to see it. But I'm still bitter about Pickett's time being cut with the Steelers. And so watching this, yeah, it's very, very disheartening. But what can you do? Hey, he's going to be a Super Bowl champion in a few moments. So take that for what you will. Another handoff. And they're just going to drain it down at the 2-minute warning. And Kansas City's out of timeouts too, so... Philadelphia, man. Phila-friggin-delphia. Yeah, this one's pretty much over. I'm assuming we're going to get some kneel downs in just a few moments. Well, again, they got to go for it on 4th down regardless. It's 4th down, I think. I saw Paul McCartney earlier. Yeah, 4th and 6. I feel good for Saquon Barkley, man. Like I hate that he had to go to a division rival to win a championship, but I always liked him. I always liked him when he played for Penn State. I don't like Penn State, but he was one of my favorite players coming out of the draft. Oh, Kenny's going to throw. Yeah. Doesn't matter. He's going to be a champion regardless.
There's Howie Roseman. Saquon Barkley picks him up for signing him. How good does that feel? Yeah, it's a great feeling. Look at that. Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat, this defensive line, the story of the game, 6 sacks.
I thought they would put Carson Wentz in, but no, Mahomes is going to ride this one out. Going deep again. Xavier Worthy again. Where was that in this game? Like, where was that for the rest of the game? Like, why wasn't he going to Xavier Worthy before this? But the defense was probably just letting them slide because this was getting depressing at this point. They go for 2. Hopkins got it. It makes the score a little bit more closer, but again, where was that for the majority of this game? Hey, he's got his touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So, DeAndre Hopkins, good for you, man. But Xavier Worthy, man, 2 touchdowns tonight. Again, where was that in the majority of this game? Hey man, I got to give Philadelphia a lot of credit tonight for what they were able to do here. They were the biggest. They had a lot of big things they needed to address. They needed to avenge their Super Bowl loss and stop the two-time defending Super Bowl champs, and they did that and then some. So I got to give Philadelphia all the credit in the world, man. As we've got another onside kick coming up here. And this time, that should be the end of it. The Philadelphia Eagles, for the second time in 8 years, going to hoist a Super Bowl Lombardi trophy. Philadelphia Eagles are your Super Bowl champs in Super Bowl 59. All right, so time has definitely passed a little bit here. I was working on the final Home Alone video for TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. If you want to go check those out, check them out on there. I'm not going to post it on YouTube because the last time I posted a video is parroting Home Alone. I had to take it was put down. It was the community guidelines warning for harassment, which I don't know why they thought that, but I'm not going to question YouTube's morals, but I'll let everybody else figure that out. But yeah, I had to stop putting them on there. But you can go see it on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to see it. But I've had some time to assess my thoughts on the Super Bowl overall. And overall, it wasn't really that good of a Super Bowl, honestly. It was a blowout, but I am glad to see that the Eagles didn't bend the knee. They showed up and came ready to play, and yeah, I'll give them credit where credit's due. They put up a really good performance all across the board. I couldn't believe Kansas City came into this game and just felt like they just didn't feel like they were really confident in this game, and that was baffling to me because of how it just goes to show you how this team was playing all season long. Was pretty much the way they played the Super Bowl. Yeah, they were getting lucky and getting help with the reps all season long. I don't care what anybody says. The truth, it was right there, and even there in the beginning of the game. But hey, I think the NFL finally got a wake up call this week, and everybody kept asking them, why are the refs more? Why do you feel like why are the refs more involved in this? And they just had to keep saying that's ridiculous to say. It's like that moment in The Simpsons when Homer goes into space and Barney and Homer are competing to find out who's going into space, and the space guy is in this and the guy who's running NASA is being interviewed by all these reporters, and all the questions they asked him is this a joke? And the space guy just kept getting more pissed off, like, no, it's not a joke. Now, are there any other questions that are not related to this being a joke? That's what it felt like when the NFL got asked about the questions by the refs. But yeah, like I said, it was not a very fun Super Bowl overall in terms of just being a blowout in general, because this could have been a good matchup between both teams. But I'll give credit where credit is due. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles came ready to play, and they really showed everybody that we're not afraid of the defending Super Bowl champions. We're willing to go in there and say, hey, you're not getting a 3-peat on our watch. And keep in mind that the Chiefs tried. I mean, they contained Saquon Barkley, and Saquon Barkley didn't really have much of an impact, but it just goes to show you that they didn't really need him to do so because the Eagles were just ready on all different fronts. The offense, the star players on the offense, the defense came up big. Of course, Cooper DeJean with the big pick six. The moment I think the game really was out of their way was when, in the third quarter, when they went for it on fourth down. They didn't get it. The Chiefs did. And then Jalen Hurts followed that up with a bomb to Devontae Smith for the touchdown. And it's just like, okay, at that point, the game was pretty much over and done with. I mean, I was saying that maybe there's still a chance. You never know with Patrick Mahomes and company. But then again, the Eagles just couldn't stop it. Just couldn't stop him. Like, they just couldn't stop him in any way, shape, or form. When it was really over was when that strip sack happened. And of course, the Eagles scored again to make it a 40-42. I think it was 40-6 lead at that point. But hey, Chiefs tried to come back a little bit here. Xavier Worthy was the only one who really felt like he showed up for this game. 8 receptions for 157 yards. I mean, he was the one who really came to this game ready to play. And unfortunately, he's not the only member of the team. And everybody else, considering what this team had, they had Xavier Worthy, DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Travis Kelce, all these guys on offense, and including Patrick Mahomes, and they couldn't deliver in the biggest game possible to start to set themselves up as a dynasty with a third consecutive Super Bowl win, and they just couldn't do it. there's a lot of comparisons to be made here to other Super Bowls, like when the Broncos beat the Seahawks pretty badly. The Seahawks beat the Broncos pretty badly in 2014, and then in 2020, of course, when Mahomes was in another Super Bowl similar to this, when Tampa Bay ran all over him, and Buccaneers won that game 31-9. Philadelphia came ready to play, and you got to give them a lot of credit for doing so. So I give my props to them, and congratulations, Kenny Pickett. You've won a Super Bowl, which is more than you would have done if you had stayed as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Same with Saquon Barkley. You've won a Super Bowl quicker than you would have if you had stayed in New York. Now, in terms of the commercials, most of them were pretty forgettable. The ones I thought were actually pretty funny were the Dunkin' Donuts one at the beginning, the Little Caesars one with Eugene Levy. I love the Lilo and Stitch one where Stitch was running all over the Super Bowl. The Doritos one with the alien really made me laugh pretty hard. I thought the Rams one, the Ram truck ad commercial with Glenn Powell was really good. The Tubi ad with the guy who wears the Western hat, and he's just, his destiny is that he'll always be a Western fan no matter what. I thought that was a pretty good gag overall. I thought that was pretty good overall, but everything else was just kind of mediocre and bland and just kind of forgettable, and just really was just on the subject of what two stars can we put together, and let's see what kind of bits can we give them that are not really that funny, but these guys will make it work. That's what that felt like to me overall. So overall, yeah, it was about as boring of a Super Bowl as you can say, but hey, this is why they always say defenses win championships, because defense played a big part in this game. But hey, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on your Super Bowl 59 championship. Thank you guys out there for joining me for this live rewatch of the game and some of the big commercials and some of the big moments in the game. I hope you enjoyed it, and next week we'll be back with a regular show with some news stories that I've already got planned for next week. So, and more to come surely this week. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, notification button, check out the last episode I did. And with all that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, we are out. Fly, Eagles, fly.